Yeah, like it really doesn't matter because like I could just get paranoid and I could sneeze and be like, fuck, dude, someone's inside of me right now.
Trailer Trashed Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another special episode of the Trailer Trash Podcast. This is the podcast where we watch brand new movie trailers and predict the Rotten Tomatoes scores before they come out. My name's Dylan.
And I'm Johnny. And just as a reminder, please remember to like, follow, subscribe on our Spotify and our YouTube at the Trailer Trash Podcast. Thank you.
And what did we watch today?
We watched the trailer for the new A24 horror movie, Undertone.
Listen. Do you hear something?
Welcome to the Undertone Podcast, where we talk about all things creepy. I'm your in-house skeptic, Evie Babbage, and my believer co-host says he has a real treat for us today.
We're listening to 10 mysterious audio recordings from an anonymous email.
Oh my God. Are you implying there's hidden messages in it?
Let me play it back in reverse.
Play the next one. Let's find out.
What is that? Where is that coming from?
Sing it good and loud.
We should stop listening.
What if we unleashed something?
I like it here in the dark.
You shouldn't have called out to her. It's what she wants.
That looks pretty sick. That looks pretty nasty.
It looked like guttural, and it makes me want to see it in like RPX.
Definitely.
Where it's like one of my things when I go see a movie in like RPX is like, you know, at the very beginning they're like Dolby Atmos and they have the little like just goes all around and it's like, and you're like, whoa, dude, you can do that with the audio? That's sick. And then no movie ever actually uses it to like its full potential.
Yeah.
With a movie like this that is focusing so hard on its audio, I really hope that it makes it sound like something's creeping around you and it just like really lets you sink into like the audio surrounding. Because if they're not able to do that with this movie, then just stop trying.
I think that's what A24 was saying, was they were trying to get this in the theaters with the highest quality sound systems like available. They're like, specifically they want this shown in like really upscale theaters.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued. I think that it's a great concept. It's like audio horror, you know. We're gonna do something new and unique. There's not that many things left. Horror, you're generally thinking visuals over audio, but you know, I think something comes to mind. Like, what do you think of when you think of like the scariest sound? Think of like,
no, I mean,
or
it's usually like an old woman in pain screaming down the hallway.
Yeah,
and you're like, And then you're like, well, maybe that just reminds me of the one time I stayed the night in a hospital.
Oh God.
I had my appendix taken out when I was like 14, and the room next to me, there was a lady screaming the entire night.
Jesus
and it
Christ.
yeah, I remember calling the nurse in, and I was like, is she okay? Or like, is she going to stop screaming? Like, so maybe that's just like, maybe because of that one night, that's what I think of.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, unironically, I think the biggest fears are definitely tied to some childhood experience.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into any depth on that. I'm just going to leave that as it is. But
well, a lot of people say like children laughing and, like,
something that's innocent that you're kind of being hinted as it is evil.
Yeah.
That's why kids are so creepy and old women. It's like you got this kind of facade of safety.
Yeah.
Or innocence.
Yeah. You think of yourself as a child or your sweet grandma.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm definitely thinking about like nails, like scratching on a wall, maybe. That's terrifying because you like it's just like.
I mean, if I'm stoned and home alone, it could literally be any sound. It doesn't fucking matter. My dryer could go off and be like, "Fuck, dude, someone's trying to get in the fucking house right now."
Ding ding ding.
Yeah, like it really doesn't matter because like I could just get paranoid and I could sneeze and be like, "Fuck, dude, someone's inside of me right now."
You know what scares the shit out of me is when my phone rings.
Well, you have your ringer on?
Yeah.
What are you, 90?
I guess. That is that is valid.
Yeah.
That is valid. I switched to Android a couple years ago and just never figured out how to use it.
Wow.
I know. It's
you're like sitting over here and you're like, well, I got to figure out the fucking frequencies, and like you figure all this shit just for us to be able to record, but you can't figure out how to just turn your phone down.
Well, I definitely could. I just refuse to.
Oh, okay. So that's different then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a podcast horror to just swing back to the topic at hand.
Yes.
This is meta. It's an audio horror.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about it on this cursed podcast.
Yep.
And it's very fitting. I think we should have talked about this movie sooner.
We definitely could have, but we didn't.
I didn't even know about it until that even existed until right now.
Lexi is the one who put me onto this. She asked me if I had heard of it, and I checked out the trailer when it first came out, and I was like, oh, this will be a fun one to check out, because her and I always try to go see like a horror movie like once a month if we can, and this is kind of like the next on our radar.
It's definitely something that you want to see the trailer to. You don't want to explain this to anybody.
No,
it's not. It's going to sound dumb.
Yeah, and it's also not the type of movie that I would be like, just don't even ask, just go see it. Because it's definitely not going to be a movie that's for everyone.
Yeah.
And it doesn't give much away. I don't know how much it could really give away in the trailer. So they get 10 voice clips or like 10 audio clips, and then it turns out that they're cursed, and like right at the end,
they're haunted audio clips of, well, it's like a ghost podcast. It's like a paranormal podcast.
Yeah.
So something from the audio like infects the podcast.
So I wonder if it's like when you hear this, then you start getting like visions of like what is happening on the other side.
It's like
be
you
pretty
will
cool.
Die. Yeah, sorry. You will die in 7 days.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't wait to say that, so I just talked over you. But yeah, it's like the tape from The Ring.
Yeah.
but in podcast form because this is 2026.
Goddamn right.
Not 2002.
We don't have VHSs. Well, I got some VHSs,
But as someone who's interested in sound design and synthesis and that sort of thing, I am super intrigued by this, and I loved the sounds they have in the trailer.
mm-hmm.
We're going for some digital horror here,
Mm-hmm.
which is, it's been attempted before, but this looks perfect.
Yeah.
Where we've got these screams and these creepy monologues and these, calls in the audio that are digitally distorted, and it's just very rich sounding.
Yeah.
You could tell that is the main focus here, and from what I heard, I love it.
Yeah. So I am curious about like the whole plot.
Yeah, good point.
Yes, the audio engineering I think will be pretty sweet. I like the idea, like we were saying about like utilizing all the speakers in the theater for it. But so her and her friend have a horror podcast, it seems like, and then so do you think they're going to do like investigations and like break down these clips, or do you think it just like infects them and they just like start going fucking crazy, or they got to like figure something out, or they have to like solve a mystery with the Scooby Gang or something like that?
Honestly, I think it's going to be sort of along the lines of a podcast, sort of like Ghost Hunters,
Mm-hmm.
where they're just investigating bogus claims and
Yeah.
being like, oh, and then they actually get some actual real haunted material,
Mm-hmm.
and it just rocks their world, and they're like totally unprepared for it because they're podcasters. They don't actually know anything. They just sit on their ass and make shit up.
Well, I hope that this movie does one thing at the end of the day. At the end of the movie, it makes you question listening to podcasts. You'd be like, oh, fuck, dude. Or don't listen to this audio clip. You never know what could happen.
Yeah, you're going to have bloody ears.
Yeah.
Your ears will be ringing.
So, watching this trailer did make me think of a different horror movie. Have you ever heard of the movie Pontypool? Ponty.
No.
So it was
What does
like,
that even mean?
I don't remember what the fuck. No, because I was trying to think of like other like audio horror, right? And it's basically like a zombie movie, but not like entirely a zombie movie.
Mm-hmm.
But the virus was spread vocally.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was really interesting. It wasn't great.
They put
by any
earplugs
means.
in, and then they're like, well,
I don't remember everything about it. I just remember that was like the twist. It was like, when you talk, you spread misinformation and zombies.
I just put on a pair of noise canceling headphones and
Call it a day.
yeah, just be like, I'm fine.
Yeah,
Can't phase me.
that's fair. I mean, A24 does have a pretty solid track record as far as horror goes. I do feel like the more that they distribute and produce, that their stuff is getting to be more hit and miss. Original, but not necessarily original and great as the streak that they had was for quite a while.
Yeah.
Because they have like a movie a month.
Oh, they were on a hot streak.
Yeah,
sure.
and they're still releasing great stuff, but it's starting to get more like shaky.
Well, that is the interesting thing about this movie, because it's a first-time director that directed it in his childhood home, shot it in his childhood home, I should say, for $500,000 and sold it to A24. So
That's actually got me more curious about it.
yeah, to say this is a low budget movie is an understatement.
Mm-hmm.
This is low budget.
I wonder how much A24 bought it for, because I'd be curious about that.
Genius move.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how these deals are done, but if you made it for that cheap and got such a good such a big company that everyone loves and trusts to buy your movie,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
they're gonna make a ton of money off this.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to do that great in the box office.
There was so much hype for this movie.
Is there?
Yeah, like I think it was. Well, it was at Sundance,
Okay.
and that just happened like a month ago, and I guess it was a lot of online buzz.
Mm-hmm.
You know how they do. This is the scariest movie you'll ever hear.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was kind of corny. You're like, oh, good. So I don't even have to fucking watch it. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like War of the Worlds.
Exactly.
That was the scariest movie ever heard.
So what's kind of interesting is, first time director Ian Tuason, I don't know.
Okay.
The only thing that I could find notable that he's done before was virtual reality horror shorts at Cannes.
Interesting.
So I don't know really what that means, but at Cannes he had some kind of exhibition.
It just means that he
sounds-
directed some VR horror.
Sounds cool as hell.
Yeah,
That sounds sick.
VR is obviously not at the point where you can like immerse yourself in a movie yet, but I know that like someone like James Cameron's working really hard to be able to get that immersion to be like even crazier.
Great.
But,
Just wait.
if James Cameron can make like the first full VR movie and make you feel like you're in a movie, the only thing that is doing is opening the door and building the technology for future projects.
Oh no, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's just that I haven't liked any of the movie technology. I hate it all, except for like surround sound. Obviously, is amazing. Obviously, and I could be totally putting my foot in my mouth about this later because I'm not thinking of something that's. But like, come on, 3D sucks.
Well, 3D is not great.
Yeah.
I agree, but
VR,
I'm curious. I'm not like, like.
You're more open-minded than me.
I mean, I've had a VR headset for a couple of years and I've used it like 6 times.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, a VR will be amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that like
that they'll get there one day.
It would be cool to be able to have like a VR horror movie where you're like, oh fuck, like looking over your shoulder and seeing shit, or like if you're not paying attention to something, then you miss a part of the story, and I think
they'd have to commit me. I think I would lose my mind or like have a heart attack or something.
Yeah, it sounds cooler to think about, but I might just be too scared to actually watch.
Oh, I of course would be.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've talked about VR horror video games, and that was, I like toughed it through it. I made it.
Yeah, I think I would have a harder time with horror because the game relies on me to do something. Whereas like if I'm watching a horror movie in VR, I can be like, oh fuck, don't, and just like cower until the moment's over.
Yeah. You're just like in the fetal position.
Yeah, I don't want to have any control.
Crying.
I don't want to be blamed.
True.
Yeah.
Like the story won't progress unless you watch.
Yeah.
If you look away, it pauses.
No, that would fucking suck.
Okay. What would be the worst horror movie to watch in VR?
Worst as in like scariest?
Yeah. What would be the hardest to handle?
I don't know, like Saw 3. Any of the just like straight up torture movies.
Like Hostel.
Yeah. Where it's just like, here, watch this person get fucking tortured. All right, next scene. Here, we're gonna just fucking chainsaw this guy in half. You like that?
Yeah, I see where you're going with that. I think what would be worse is because those aren't like suspenseful. I think the really suspenseful horror movies would be worse.
Yeah, maybe like A Quiet Place. Like that if you make a sound, then the monsters come.
Jesus. Oh my God. That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it sounds
If you-
stressful. Or Bird Box, where if you open your eyes,
That's the real audio.
It's
horror
really
movie.
just a fucking nature walk when you have your eyes closed and like a bird chirps every once in a while, and you're like, "Oh, I should still not open my eyes."
I never really understood that movie. How do they know if you're looking or not? They just know.
They just know, dude. They have retina scanners. It's like fucking the airport.
Minority Report.
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
Remember? They scan the eyeballs.
Yeah. Yeah, but they do it really aggressively. They just have retina scanners when you're like, I got off a cruise ship one time and it's like, don't worry about scanning anything, just walk off because they'll scan your retinas. And I'm like, oh, all right.
Your retinas?
Yeah,
you said
dude.
that?
Well,
They meant your face.
yeah, well, we all know what they meant. They're not
Dude.
getting my cheek structure. They're getting my eyeballs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's all about the eyeballs.
I know.
Do you have an eye thing?
Like in horror.
just in general, I mean, it's really common to be like averted by like eyeball things.
I
Pretty
mean,
much everyone has.
I
it.
don't like it. I remember when I was a kid. I don't know why she made us do this, but my grandma had an eye exam, and then she got home and she's like, "Put it on," and then we had to watch her. We had to like watch her get like.
She made you watch it?
Yeah. And my grandma was just like the sweetest lady ever. And very like.
She's like, if I had to go through
innocent.
this, you do too.
And I was like, why are we watching this? And it's just like, and you know, this was like in like the late 90s, so like the quality was really bad. So it was kind of like watching a fucking horror film. And you just like see the zoomed in eye and then like this like knife go in. And I think that's where that spawned like my hatred of eye stuff. Was my grandma had eye surgery, and for whatever fucking reason, like any movie that we watched with my grandma had to be like rated G, but we'll watch her fucking eye get cut open. She's like, it's okay because it's my eye, I know where it came from. Like, what the fuck?
At least it wasn't a colonoscopy
No, I had to watch my dad's of that though.
where they stick a camera up his ass.
Yeah, but it was me with the camera. He lost his keys. It's not.
Darn, it
Yeah.
always happens to me.
Yeah, well, do you think the sequel is going to be called Overture?
Overture. Yeah,
Okay.
they should have a composer that comes in. He got a little baton,
Mm-hmm.
and you start to hear like an orchestra faintly in the background, and then you're like, oh shit, he's here. It's like dun 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 dun, and then this guy with like white long hair and he's dusty. He like is in a tux. He like crawling around,
Uh-huh.
and he kills you to the beat. Yeah,
I like it. So that's
big crashing like
Yeah.
gongs and shit.
Yeah. I like it. I've always wanted to have my head smashed in by cymbals.
Yeah. Overture.
Overture.
Mozart's Overture or something.
Sure. Yeah, it was a play on words and music and
Yeah,
audio.
I'm not telling jokes. I'm just halfway. I'm just lazy today.
All right. Well, right on. So obviously we don't really know any actors in this. And
Oh, wait. I think the kid from White Lotus season 2 is in this. Adam DeMarco, I'm pretty sure, is the kid that goes to Italy and his dad bangs whores. And then he bangs whores.
Oh, okay. Good for him.
I'm pretty sure it's him, Adam
Nice.
DeMarco.
Okay.
But yeah, with a budget of 500K, you're obviously not getting anybody.
And I like that.
It's way better.
Yeah, like horror movies where I don't know people seem to like kind of get me more in the mood.
I mean, it's cool when an indie movie gets 1 star somehow, like Saw
Yeah,
had that one guy.
Carrie Elwes.
Oh, I guess they had 2 stars because they have Carrie Elwes and they have
Danny Glover.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
who I was originally thinking.
Oh yeah.
He's a bigger star. Yeah, it's cool when they get 1 star as like a poll, like people are gonna go see it, but it's even better when they don't.
Yeah,
They gotta build the buzz, and we have no preconceived notions.
Yeah.
I
think it's funny because like that can be a draw for horror, but that is an immediate turn off for action for me.
Which is weird because that is like a huge thing for action, is they always have to have a known star.
Yeah, but it's just like John Travolta in handcuff, and you're like, oh, this is like straight to. I don't even
straight to movies.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Well,
Straight
like
to
straight to
streaming.
streaming, but there's so many good movies
there's
that go
this-
straight to streaming. So, like, what's a terrible streaming site?
Tubi.
Straight to Tubi, made for Tubi.
To be or not to be.
It's free.
But yeah, they usually need a big star because they have to have them do some stunts,
Well,
like back in the day.
They just need a poll. It's just, I will take a horror movie with a recognizable name rather than a low budget action movie with a recognizable name.
I'm with you on that. No
Yeah.
arguments.
Yeah. Do you think they're releasing this on Friday the 13th on purpose?
Probably not. It was probably just a coincidence. They just were like, just release it just sometime.
Bullshit.
Dude, they probably don't even know. Like,
No, bullshit. Why
they probably
wouldn't
haven't
you?
even realized. They'll probably go to the premiere and be like, we did this on Friday the 13th. I didn't even realize it. Isn't that cool?
We really lucked out this time, huh, guys?
It's like that movie Friday the 13th.
Whoa. Did you realize that the last or next month and this month were both Friday the 13th?
No.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row, baby.
I wonder if it cancels out and you have one really lucky day.
Where it's just like Furch
All the way.
Furch the 26th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Furchy.
Furchy.
Furchy McLovin. That could be, we're talking Furch. That could be a way to describe just like luxurious nonchalantness. You're just like Furch. I'm just Furch. I'm just
What are you doing after work? I don't know. I'm just gonna sit around and Furch.
yeah.
And also, I don't know.
'Cause you
I don't think I like it.
Okay, we're gonna go back on that one, dude.
Yeah, well, let's go back.
We just made that one up.
I said I don't like it.
Okay, yeah, that
Sorry.
was stupid.
Yeah, well, it wasn't stupid. It was worth a
I was
shot.
just committing to it, and I even knew that it was bad.
Yeah, well, we all make mistakes.
Okay, I am going to rate this, and I'm going to draw it out like I'm really thinking about it.
I'm gonna go with an 82.
Okay, well, that is so close to what I was going to say.
Really?
I was going to say 81.
Oh, okay. Well, that it was very close.
Yeah, it's. I mean, honestly, I kind of hate that every horror movie is trying to be so unique and like we're gonna reinvent the wheel.
I don't hate that. Why would you hate that?
Because it's usually gimmicky.
Okay, I could see that.
But I could tell by the sound design just from the trailer that this is not a gimmick. That this is really, really well done.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's going to be a fun watch. I can't tell if it's going to be great or anything.
I can't believe they did it for 500,000. I never even heard of a movie
that is
that
surprising.
cheap.
It makes me wonder if like they even leave the house.
Probably not.
Probably not many special effects. I wouldn't imagine.
They must have filmed it in like a week.
Yeah, I mean, they could, or just have like a bare bones cast of people who weren't getting paid.
That would do it. Yeah.
So I guess we'll just have to see when it comes out.
It's the next Paranormal Activity,
I could see that.
where it's
I
like,
didn't like those movies, but
they were
could it
groundbreaking.
yeah,
and
could it
unique.
set a precedent for audio horror?
Probably not. I don't think anyone's going to attempt this again, or at least for a while.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that was my horror short I've wanted to do for years now, was very focused on audio.
Well, every good horror movie has to have amazing audio design.
Yeah, but my whole thing was focused on audio.
Yeah, yeah.
So
See,
no,
that's unique.
I guess
It's
I
like,
just won't do it.
you know, Psycho.
Sorry, I haven't seen Psychos.
Well, I think we can wrap it up then.
All right. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Trailer Trash Podcast. Remember to give us a like, follow, subscribe on our Spotify and our YouTube channel at The Trailer Trash Podcast. That is The Trailer Trash Podcast. Really appreciate all your help, your love.
Yeah, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I will love you forever. Bye, y'all.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Trailer Trash Podcast. My name is Johnny.
And I'm Dylan.
Tune in every Friday and catch what's coming out in theaters near you. And remember, stay trashy.
You just got trash. And that's a wrap.